Hi, I'm Dawn Anderson. Welcome to my Ed Talk. I teach kindergarten at Robbins School, which is a tiny school located about 35 miles northwest of Sacramento. We are located in what we call the heart of the Sutter Basin, which is a tiny farming community. Our school is a K through 8, and we have about 110 students currently. As we came back from all of the craziness of last year with the distance learning, in-person distance learning, as we came back full-time in-person this year, I noticed a huge issue campus-wide. The students were so disrespectful and unkind, not only to one another, but to their teachers. And there was such a disconnect, not only with students, but also with teachers. There was just a school-wide disconnect. It seemed like nobody really wanted to be here. I had teachers coming in my classroom in tears, saying that not only were they not going to come back next year, but they didn't know if they would survive the rest of this year. I felt sad. My heart felt broken. I love where I work. I live in the community. My two daughters go to school here, and it broke my heart to see our tiny school that was once a family broken. So my vision was to create a club. I was going to call it the Kindness Club, where students would have an opportunity not only to have a positive role model, to experience kindness being given to them, as well as having an opportunity to extend kindness and respect to others. As a kindergarten teacher, I have a great deal of confidence in my classroom, as I am pretty cool to 5-year-olds. However, even though I know a majority of the students, working with older students is different. And my hope was that I would get an opportunity to gain some confidence in teaching older students and leading older students. So that's what I set out to do. I also hoped that I would be able to build a relationship with these students, and that by building a relationship with them, I would show them the importance of having a relationship with everyone across campus and not just their friends or their personal teacher. My vision of a 21st century practitioner is a person that uses their leadership abilities to help guide their followers. As Northhouse 2018 points out, relationship-oriented people want to focus on making a connection with their followers. As a person that is very relationship-oriented, I feel as though this is my greatest leadership strength. My empathetic and kind nature lends a helping hand in helping my followers feel comfortable and safe in a situation in which I am the leader. My plan to create a kindness club stems not only from a desire to help pass these skills on to others, but also my desire to help pass this love for showing concern for the well-being of others. My understanding is that a 21st century leader is, as Lethan points out, someone that plays a pivotal role in affecting the climate, attitude, and reputation of their school. They are the cornerstone on which learning communities function and grow. This is someone that can effectively communicate their thoughts using constructive feedback while being aware of others in terms of how they are doing both professionally and personally. This is also someone that is willing to offer support, respect, and advice without judgment, or providing a solution to the problem, and encouragement to work with others towards a common goal, as Lieberman 2014 describes. Transformational leadership focuses on creating a shared vision. As I work on guiding my students toward building this vision, while focusing on relationships and sense of community within the group and members, I will also experience many personal benefits. The effective benefit to me as the leader of this group is a boost in my self-esteem and pride. Knowing that I effectively guided this group of students to success will give me the confidence that I have struggled with, as well as make me proud of my students and myself. Behavioral benefits to me as the leader is increased respect and belief in my students' abilities. As I said earlier, as a kindergarten teacher, I do not get a great deal of opportunity to see the upper grade students shine. By watching them become the leaders they are destined to be, I will gain respect for them and know that they are able to do anything they set their minds to. And the cognitive benefits to me as the leader are increased self-awareness. Working with various grade levels is different, and I will be more cognizant of the need to address these students as young adults. The goal of my action plan involves creating the Kindness Club with the intention of boosting student and staff morale and sense of community to increase student achievement and teacher retention. I will do this by building a community within the club, by fostering respect, self-awareness, and compassion with the members. The initial members of the Kindness Club will be students that can benefit from having a positive role model and a personal experience with kindness, as well as an opportunity to exhibit acts of kindness, empathy, and acceptance. I will also work to identify a staff member to be a co-leader of the Kindness Club. The staff member that will be selected will be a colleague that is feeling a disconnect with school. My goal in selecting such a staff member will be to make this experience meaningful for them by giving them an opportunity to both show and receive respect and appreciation. My plan is to find different ways to directly impact the mood on campus and bring a sense of community to both students and staff. As engagement and attitudes improve, students will demonstrate more respect at home and in the community. This will have a positive impact on students' home environments as negative behaviors decrease and better relationships at home can be built. The community will benefit as students gain a sense of pride in their community and become less destructive off campus. I will work together with the Kindness Club members to establish a set of norms and expectations for the club. The success of any group is based on respecting each other, listening to others' opinions, and working together towards a common goal. As Northhouse 2018 points out, conflict is inevitable. If conflict is managed in effective and productive ways, the result is a reduction of stress, an increase in creative problem solving, and a strengthening of leader-follower and team member relationships. By establishing a safe environment to voice their thoughts and clear expectations regarding conflicting opinions, I will be able to help these students better develop their 21st century leadership skills. As my plan involves multiple grade levels, I will group these students into teams that will then work together to brainstorm community action research projects. By giving these students a voice in what problems to address and modeling the social skills necessary to have relevant conversations with their peers, I am empowering them to use their leadership skills to build their empathy and their sense of community. They are being given the chance to make relevant decisions as I am helping them develop the tools they need to be successful leaders. As these students work together to choose a community project, I will guide them to ask the following questions. What problems do you see in our community? Who is affected by this problem? Is this something we can work together towards improving? How can we accomplish this goal? By guiding them to ask these questions, I am allowing them to learn through constructivism and transformation. which is essential to the 21st century learner. My next step will be to work with the Kindness Club members to elect new members of the club. By elevating the voice of these students, I am cultivating 21st century citizens. I am honoring their values, opinions, reasoning, and choices. The Kindness Club will continue on in the same manner with new members each trimester. My vision is for some members to apply for a second term to help build buy-in and guide new members as they choose the next community action research project. Each trimester, the Kindness Club will be full of leaders with unique attributes that they will then use to lead us to our journey to greatness. My personal understanding of a 21st century leader has grown tremendously throughout this course. As silly as it might sound, when I first began this course, I thought that the main focus of a 21st century leader was mostly technology based. And as we learned about the various traits of leaders and watched the Lieberman videos on creating a positive environment and read Hampson et al. 2017's description of a 21st century classroom and the need for students to work in complementary ways alongside teachers, enabling them to play a more active part in shaping their own education and that of their peers. I quickly realized that the focus of being a 21st century leader is shared responsibility. I have already used this new understanding to remind my kindergarten students that they are active participants in their own learning and that we are working together as a team. One area that I struggled with during the creation of my plan was to release responsibilities to the club members. As a teacher of young children, I give them more support than necessary when working with older students. And as the goal of the Kindness Club is to give these students a voice, I have struggled with how to make this happen. One area I found surprising was that I genuinely enjoyed working with the older students. My original thought was that they were more challenging than my kindergarten students, but I found that they're actually quite similar. They also want a sense of belonging, respect, and love. And now and in the future, I will speak to these students as the young adults that they are. I will work hard to show them respect and not judge them based on things that I've heard or assumptions. This experience has shown me that students of all ages have unique qualities to offer in any situation. And I look forward to working with a variety of students as the legacy of the Kindness Club continues on and on. This whole experience has left me feeling more confident in my own leadership abilities as I build positive relationship with my club members. It has increased my respect for all students across campus as I see that even the most challenging students have fabulous ideas to share. And it has increased my awareness of previous bias and the need to take each student for what they have to bring to the table. I have greatly enjoyed this course, and I am excited to see where the Kindness Club goes from here.